Hello, happy Tuesday. This is Shannon Soriano Greenwood here on the Lemon Umbrella Facebook page, and I am here today with a really funny tagline, I guess, of my live. But it says, "My simple strategy for figuring things out when I don't know what I'm doing." And I wanted to talk about this today because I think, I don't know, it just keeps coming up for me. So as you're jumping on, please do say hello, shoot a wave or what have you so I know who you are. But for those that don't know me, I work with small business owners as a business coach, and I help people either start businesses or grow their business. I work with a lot of people that are in a space of where they were doing all of the work themselves, and now they are growing a team. Hey, Helen. Essentially, I help people navigate the process of doing something that they've never done before. And I do this a lot in my life. And as I learn more about myself, as I become a grown-up human, I recognize that I am a starter. I really love starting new things, and I love the challenges that come with navigating something that I've never done before. I've started multiple businesses, and I help people start businesses. So this is a really fun place for me to be because there's always kind of a challenge that I've never tackled before, and that to me is very exciting. But it's not always easy. So my simple strategy for figuring things out when I don't know what I'm doing, which is often, is I just keep showing up. And I want to talk a tiny bit about that strategy today because it's not complicated. It's not like a research methodology or anything like that. It's just literally the system that I use. And it has been very effective, and not just for me, but for other people that I've worked with and from a lot of inspiring people that I've read or listened to or been inspired by in some way. So I recently listened to a TED Talk by a woman named Emily Wapnick. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. But she talks about people that have multiple passions. I am one of those people that she calls a multi-potentialite, which I think is a fantastic word. But sometimes I get very jealous of people that just have been born with a specific thing that they knew was the thing that they had to do, because that's just not me. I have multiple passions and multiple interests, and I may be really interested in one thing right now, and I might not be interested in that thing, months down the line, which is a good and a bad thing. The good thing is it means I'm a beginner a lot of the time, which can be stressful, but it's really the space that I thrive. I love being a beginner at things because I can just figure it out, and there's often no right or wrong way to do lots of things, including starting and running and growing a business. So back to my strategy, which is literally to just show up. I have been inspired by, I'm not going to remember her name, but it's a speaker who travels the country who did one of the Amazing Race type of challenges in Europe. And she talks about the workouts that you have to do to do some kind of crazy physical endeavor, like climbing mountains and rappelling down things and swimming and whatever. And she's a business owner, and she said it's very similar. So the process of starting a business is very similar to the process of literally risking your life jumping off cliffs to be on a reality TV show. And she said some workouts when she was training for this race were just god awful, and you're dragging yourself through. Oh, hey Megan, thank you for the love. So some workouts, some days, are awful, and you're dragging yourself through, and it's super challenging, and you're wondering, why am I even doing this? This is so hard. This isn't fun. Nothing about this is fun. I don't know why I'm wasting my time. She's and then some workouts are whatever. It's a good day, it's a bad day. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I kind of enjoy doing this. Is it really worth getting up at 4 a.m. to train before I have to go to my job? I don't know. But some workouts are so incredible and leave you feeling just so accomplished and proud of yourself and aware that you are capable of just absolutely incredible things. And those are the workouts that are worth like all of the other ones. And I think entrepreneurship and owning a business and being a starter mentality is very similar. Some days are like so stressful that you're wondering like, why am I even doing this? Some days are just like days where like you may get to meet with some cool people, but you may have to spend time doing some dumb emails, and like there's no high point, there's no low point, there just is what it is. But some days you can really get to see the effort that you've put in and what that has created in the world, and there honestly is nothing different. But the only way you get to experience those days is if you keep showing up. And so on days that I'm like just burned out, bummed out, like don't want to do anything, like I still find a way to show up. Maybe I'm not like my most magic self, and like maybe I am not even the most fun person to be around, but I still show up on those days even when I really don't want to. So I found that in running a business, in doing things you've never done before, like there's always going to be a combination of those days. But for some reason, even me, like who I know that this is how it works, on those crappy days, I'm like super questioning like what's going on, why am I even doing this? I know this is so easy for everybody else. Why am I struggling through it? Incorrect. And so kind of what inspired all of this ramble, thank you for listening. Thank you all my people that are here. Sydney, Christina, thank you so much. I just kind of want to talk about this idea of forever being a beginner, this simple strategy that I'm going to have to use, and what I'm working on right now. In addition to the clients that I'm working with and the other things that I'm doing, projects that I'm dabbling in, we're getting ready to do another RebelleCon event, which is totally crazy and going to be really amazing and really all the things. But we're working on a really short timeline. We don't have a lot of details set thus far. We literally just met yesterday with some of the super rock stars who worked on the event last year, some interested folks that are going to hopefully help us with planning this year. And the time that we have to work on it is not very long, in true fashion of my life. But, you know, I left our initial meeting like feeling that like high of like, this is going to be amazing, and like these people are awesome, and I'm so lucky that I get to do this and I get to hang out with these people. And then like immediately this morning, the panic of like, oh my gosh, I don't know who I think I am. What are we doing? Like, we have no time. How are we going to execute the vision for this thing in this tiny amount of time? And I just had to remember, like, you know what? I don't have control over any of that. All I can do is show up. So that's why I'm here today on Facebook Live, because literally I just have to keep showing up. And it is going to be, I think, the theme of the next 9 weeks of my life, that I just have to keep showing up. So is this like the best strategy? I have no idea. Does this strategy work for everyone? I don't know. But I do know that consistency in just showing up in your work or your projects or whatever it is really valuable. Not every day is going to be the most productive, like, knock it out of the park kind of day. But if you let the days that are not those deter you and you don't continue to show up, momentum cannot build, and you will never be able to grow to the potential or execute the vision or do whatever it is, the thing that you want to do, without showing up through all of the days. So I hope that this ramble connected with anyone out there. And I would love to talk to anyone about RebelleCon if you guys are interested in getting more involved or learning more. So please don't hesitate to drop a comment, and I will come back and check them, whether you are here live or watching the replay. And I don't know, I'm going to see you guys soon, because I'm just going to keep showing up. Have a good one.